Happy Friday, everyone, and today is Bar Guide Day, and I'm happy also because it's a holiday here in Cebu. Now, today's Bar Guide is the first of the 5 Bar Guide series in which the series is intended to improve your comprehension skills. And today's topic, as you can see, it's about knowing the macro and the micro aspects of the law, the principles, and the theories that you will be studying while in law school and while you're doing the bar review. Now, how are you going to do this? The macro is the bigger picture of things. The micro would be the specific, the nitty gritty, and what you should know in detail. Now, the best way to do it would be checking on the table of contents of a book, like a law book. You will check the chapter title would mean the macro, and the subtopics would be the micro aspects of the law. Now, if you notice also that your approach to, when you were still in law school, or for those who are still in law school, the approach would be you know first the law, then you know the cases applicable to that provision of the law, then you will be studying the reviewers or the annotated book. So that should be the approach. You first read the full text of the law, then the full text of the case, then you will process those learnings with the use of an annotated book. Now, although the approach could be reversed also, like what I did was I study first the annotated books, then I read the full text of the law, then I read the full text of the cases decided by the Supreme Court. So the law is the macro aspect. The micro aspect would be the case law or the decisions of the Supreme Court. Now, another tip also is, if you are, we will go to the micro of the macro. Now, if you're going to study or read the full text of a law, you have to know the state policy. Actually, the state policy gives you the macro. It contextualizes things. So if you know the context, then you will also have better understanding, because it's like human process. The process of the human brain is like, you know first the general, then you know the specifics. So that's part of the logical process. You could also do the reverse if you want, but for easier understanding, you have to know first the bigger picture. Then you will find where you are, the specifics, after the bigger topics, or then the subtopics. Okay, so you consider this approach so that if you will have difficulty understanding the specifics of the law, you go back to the state policy. What is really the purpose of the law? Example, the child abuse law. It is the interest of the state to protect the children and to preserve or to consider or protect the best interest of the child. So if you will go to the penal provisions of the law, we would be asking, why is this a punishable act? Then you go back to the state policy. It's usually stated in section 2 or article 2, or like in the first 3 provisions of the law. It's always like that. First would be the title, then the state policy or the reason behind the law. So it's like knowing the purpose or reason of the law, then you will know why the procedure, why the policy, why the requirement is like this. So I hope in this very, very short video, you will know how to improve your reading or study or your comprehension. Thank you so much and have a happy weekend. Actually, it's a long weekend for the Cebuanos. Thank you.